It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Now, for a lot of people in the music industry and just spectators that have been watching the music industry for 20, 30 years, we've all been waiting for the moment when Diddy was going to come out and at least start giving people the rights to their music back. It's been talked about for many years. People have called him a snake. People have called him the devil. People have called him everything but a child of God. So many people have heard rumors about Bad Boy Records. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's fake. So I'm not going to speculate on all of that. I'm just putting it out there that a lot of people have had a negative perspective about Bad Boy as a company. Diddy has gone on to become a multimedia mogul in all formats. He's made hella money. He's a billionaire, found all types of success, right? But the problem has always been, what about the people that were standing next to him, the people that contributed to his empire? Where are they at and how are they doing? Now, Diddy has a new album that's about to come out, the Love Tape or something like that. I don't know the exact name. He's got a star-studded feature list on the album, songwriters, etc. I'm pretty sure the album's going to be good with all of these people on it. I think he might be the worst part of it when he starts rapping. But one thing he does know how to do is catch a vibe and make a hit. So with all of this positivity going on, he's been on this love movement for the last couple of years leading up to this album. I'm not surprised that he's making a big step to try to make things right with his former label acts. It seems like the right thing to do, all right? So I first read about this on Revolt TV's page. I didn't read too far into it when I saw that Revolt had said something about it because that's his company. Of course they're going to make it look good. There weren't many details. Cameron had came out and said Mase got his pub back and he missed one of their It Is What It Is taping. So, you know, I've been hearing about this, but there weren't any official press releases. There weren't any official articles speaking on it. So I didn't feel confident about making a video saying he gave his artists their publishing back, but now it seems like it's official. So let's get into the details. So I'm reading the article here. It states Sean Diddy Combs has reassigned his publishing rights back to all the artists and songwriters who helped build the label he founded, Bad Boy Entertainment. That includes Mase, Faith Evans, The Lox, 112, the estate of the notorious B.I.G. All of them are among the creators who have already signed agreements to regain those rights. Okay, now I thought that the Lox had been got their shit, but I guess he just let them out of their deal at the time, but he was still collecting publishing rights for those artists, which is crazy to me, but let's keep it going. Billboard.com decided to reach out to Bad Boy. They have not received an official word from any representative with the company. However, sources with knowledge of the situation say that this process of reaching out to the artists and writers began in May 2021 after Diddy had turned down various offers to sell the Bad Boy catalog. While most of the parties have been contacted and have since signed their offers, the search to locate and resolve agreements with a few others is still ongoing. Publishing on behalf of Bad Boy in the past years was administered by EMI, which is a company that's owned by Sony Music Publishing and Sony Corporations of America. EMI will continue to administer Diddy's own publishing, right? So now he's removing himself from the collections, right? Because EMI, I don't think, is giving up the rights, right? It's just that Diddy was also collecting on that, perhaps taking 50%, whatever it is. He's relinquishing his rights to it and giving it back to them. So I think that's the right thing to do. I think that's a great thing to do, and I think it's long overdue. And to be perfectly frank with y'all, I think this definitely needs to be credited to Mase, right? Most of the Bad Boy artists over the years have remained quiet. They've remained silent. A lot of them haven't even been putting out music. I don't know if they have the rights to put out music or if they just don't know where they fit into the creative landscape today in music. I don't know what the deal is. I would think that 112, Faith Evans, all these people would still try to keep releasing. But of course, it does get tricky when you're an elder statesman and elder stateswoman in the culture, especially when it comes to black music, because we dispose of our artists so quickly. We don't stick by their side. We may follow them on Instagram, but we ain't really streaming their music like that. So I understand hesitance, but if I was in their position with a name, with household name recognition, with hits under my belt, I would never stop releasing music. I would keep pushing them motherfuckers as long as I can. Some of these people got deals. They got small deals, indie deals, whatever. But if you're still participating in the creation of music, you need to be out here. Him and Mase have had an ongoing dispute for many years about that. At one point, Mase wanted to sign with G Unit and 50 Cent. Diddy said, no, you owe me $3 million. You have an album that you never delivered to my company. I will not let you go. And he stood on that soapbox for many years. They had another public dispute in 2020 and 2021 as well, where Mase came out and just outright said, dog, you still won't let me go. You out here doing these speeches. You out here talking about black excellence, black music, all of this good shit. But where is my money that you owe me, and why won't you let me out of this old ass pub deal that I signed and only received $20K for back in the 90s? Mase even came out and said, the money you say I owe you, I got $2 million on that. I will pay you $2 million if you just let me out. And for whatever reason, Diddy said, hell no. Mase said, your past business practices have knowingly and continue to purposely starve your artists and been extremely unfair to the very same artists that helped you obtain that Icon Award on the iconic Bad Boy label. For example, you still got my publishing from 24 years ago, in which you gave me $20,000, which makes me never want to work with you as any artist wouldn't. This is not black excellence at all, right? And Diddy actually responded in kind, or not so kind, and said, hey, that nigga still owe me $3 million. You offering me $2 million, I need another one. Fuck out of here. And this is why I give all the credit to Mase, because he was the one that was willing to speak out. He was the one willing to go against the grain. And sometimes you have to be that person in order to make things right. A lot of times people try to remain quiet, try to just let things be what it is, let bygones be bygones. I don't want to shake the table. Diddy is such a powerful person in the industry. He's loved by so many people. He's feared by so many people. He's revered by so many people. I would even probably estimate that a lot of the people that acquiesce to his decision making and the things that he wants, or even just honoring him, probably don't even like him. And he doesn't give a fuck about that neither. So with a person like that, you have to be willing to stand your ground. Even if they say fuck you in your face and spit in your face one good time, you got to show that you're willing to accept, I'm going to fight for this shit. You could disrespect me, I'm going to get right back with your ass. And that's something that we all should probably try to take from, because in so many situations in life, if you don't speak up for yourself, you'll never get what you deserve. A lot of people feel like it's counterintuitive. Why rock the boat? This person's going to swing the hammer. They might knock me out of the position that I already have, that I worked so hard for. And to be honest, the only people that really make big, huge, generational changes in life are those that are willing to risk it all. It's just how it goes. This company was founded in 1993. It was launched on the back of Craig Mack, who left this earth completely broke. Total, 112. Diddy himself. Not to mention other artists like Carl Thomas, Shine, Dream, Danity Kane, French Montana. That's just artists. We still have to talk about the producers. The producers weren't getting a fair shake. One of the producers, LV, came out and said he offered me a terrible contract, wanted to take on my pub. I said, how the hell am I supposed to eat if I sign this? Diddy said, hey, I ain't making you sign it. You don't want to do it? You still trying to go to lunch? And he's like, okay, I got to respect him, right? Because he could take my lunch, he could take my food if I give it to him. But being that I say no, he's like, ain't nothing personal, ain't no hard feelings. Let's go hang out. So this is something that a lot of people don't understand as well. You kind of think if you turn down somebody's offer, you're going to make them angry. They're not going to fuck with you. But honestly, a lot of people like, shit, if you was going to give it up, I was going to take it. It's just what it is. I see you got your head on straight. Want to hang out? So the other producers consist of the Chucky Thompsons, the Stevie J's, the D-Dots, who really ain't produced a lot of shit himself anyway, Mario Winans. We got other recent signees that have carried on the Bad Boy legacy, like Machine Gun Kelly. He was still with Bad Boy all the way up until last year's project Mainstream Sellout. He's been there since he first came out. That boy been there for like 10 years, holding the Bad Boy mantle, selling records, selling out concerts, and people don't even look at him as a Bad Boy artist. Same thing for Janelle Monáe with her Wonderland label, right? Her new project, The Age of Pleasure, is also a Bad Boy release. She's been there for another 10 years herself. There's so much work that has gone into build these people up, man. And I really feel for the ones who were there for 30 years, 35 years or so, and didn't get to reap the benefits when their music was really doing numbers, when the music was actually selling, when the music was still getting in TV and films and getting synced, right? Getting licensed for numerous things. Their music has now been diminished. Some people still listen to it and like it. It plays on the urban contemporary stations like the Steve Harvey morning shows and the Ricky Smileys and stuff like that. But that's not enough to really sustain these people. All of the juice has been extracted from the lemon already. After the juice has been taken out, he's basically giving them the outside, the zest of the lemon, right? The outer coating. And it's like, yeah, it's still a little something in there. You know what I mean? Just squeeze the juice out. You still get your little something. Might be able to put some flavor in your tea. Again, I'm not saying he's a bad person. I'm just saying that business practice, I'm not going to call it shady because there's so many other companies that are out here that own people's publishing that probably never give it back. But of course, when we talk about black excellence, we talk about building up the black community, we talk about the different resources of generational wealth, their music should have been assets of generational wealth for them before now, not when it's no longer valuable. So that's just the give and take and the seesaw that comes when I see these types of things. It's like, awesome, great, we'll clap for it. But I ain't clapping too hard because my dog, it's been 30 years. These people should have been eating. They probably already don't own their masters. Their publishing was all tied up. It's fucked up, man. But this is the music industry. Unfortunately, a lot of artists that came in during those 90s and 2000s, they didn't have the same resources that we have today. They didn't have Google. They weren't able to ask Jeeves how to be successful in the music industry. They were just going off of a wing and a prayer, basically. They had a talent. They were discovered. And they decided to take their chances. They became household names. They received some money along the way. They were taken care of along the way. They were able to tour the world. They were able to look excellent doing it. But what are the long-term effects? You know what I'm saying? So all of those things come to mind for me. Let me know what y'all think of this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates. And I will see y'all on the next one, all right? Much love and respect, y'all. Peace.